Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Really want to take this time just to interrupt your day and talk about this 48-hour rule real quick. See, we're living in a time, in the pulse in our current culture is that we're standing up for our rights, man. We're protesting. And a lot of people are saying, why protest? Why are we protesting? It's because we're standing and fighting for the rights for our people, for justice for our people on so many lights and so many areas. And so this evening, I want to talk to you real quick about the 48-hour rule. And this is something that we have to protest against. We have to get the laws changed as it relates to police relations, how police are able to interact with culture and society as a whole. See, I don't know if you are aware of it or not, but the police have a rule that a police officer that kills someone cannot be questioned, does not have to give any kind of statement whatsoever for 48 hours. Now, that is a problem for me because that gives someone 2 whole days to get their story right. 2 whole days to come up with what happened. 2 whole days to say that they were in fear for their lives or this happened or that happened. And we don't see that nowhere else. Nobody gets 48 hours to say why they committed a crime, why they murdered someone, why they used police brutality. See, this 48-hour rule goes for if they decide to put their hands on you and beat you down, they got 2 whole days to say why they felt like they should have beat you down. And so that's one of the issues that we're having as it relates to police brutality, as it relates to the murders of unarmed black, brown men and women across this country. This is something that we have to stand up and speak out against. See, if we sit comfortably in our homes and we don't address these issues, then this system can continue to operate the way it's operated for years, and they will never change. They'll never feel remorse, and they'll never start any kind of recourse. And so we have to speak out against this. I think it's time that this 48-hour rule be disbanded because it's not fair for society, nor is it fair for those people that have bad interactions with police officers. There's no way that a police officer should be able to do something that is against the law or something that is questionable and have 2 whole days to determine how they're going to present this, how they're going to do the paperwork, how they're going to respond to their superiors about their actions. Enough is enough, and it's not acceptable. We will not accept that. So I'm saying, it's time to get rid of this 2-hour rule. This 48-hour rule. Enough is enough. It's not right that police officers should be able to have 2 days to, come up with their story as it relates to what happened. And I need you to band with me. I need you to speak out with me. Protesting is done in very many ways. Some of us will get in the streets. Some of us are great with laws and paperwork and legislation and things of that nature. Some of us is amazing at rallying the troops. And so I need you guys to like this and share this, not for my popularity, but for the sake of saying enough is enough and demanding this rule be taken out all across the country, in every city, in every state. Because if you black, I guarantee if you haven't dealt with a bad interaction with a police officer or know someone that have dealt with bad interactions with police officers, you know that this is something that must be done away with. It must be abolished. If you are a good cop out there, Every good police officer knows who the bad apples are. It's a fact. So if you're a great officer, if you take your job and the oath that you've sworn to uphold, if you take it seriously, and you know that there are people and your peers are operating below the law, because I believe as a police officer, you should be held at a greater level, both on duty and off duty. You should be held at a higher standard when you have the shield on and when that shield is off. You should be held at a higher standard when you're in your beat and when you're off your beat. So we need you to stand up with us, black, white, and brown, and indifferent. We're standing to say enough is enough against this 48-hour rule. No longer will we sit comfortably in our homes and not give a darn when you guys have the opportunity to beat us up, shoot us, murder us, and then get 2 whole days to come up with your story. And so I just want to place that on you guys' heart. There's so much more as it relates to policing and police relations with us as a community that we have to disband. It's so much more that we have to say, hey, you know what? We ain't silent no more. And for everybody that's been comfortable, it's time for you all to escape, to leave, burn down your escapism. You can't hide anymore. You can't say, oh, that you don't see it and that you don't know it. The whole world knows how black people has been handled by the police, and how police officers, not every police officer, but how some officers have dishonored their oath and dishonored the mission to protect and serve. And so they've violated so many of our constitutional rights in so many ways. They're running around here out of control. They're running around when they're supposed to have the training, when they're supposed to be courageous, when they're supposed to be the ones that are the heroes in our communities. Most of them are acting like cowards, trying to say that they were in fear for their life, and that's why they killed this person. They were in fear for their life. That's why they put their knee in George Floyd's neck. They were in fear for their life. That's why they killed Breonna Taylor, which is someone that, these whole no-knock warrants. You guys are supposed to be the professionals. You guys are supposed to be the one who know what's going on, when it's going on, and when it's happening. So the fact that you are able to go to the wrong house and murder someone without remorse, without any type of accountability is enough. We won't stand for it. We won't be silent. I'm not going to sit my black tail down and not say nothing, because I know that's what you want me to do. I'm not going to not use my voice to speak out against this injustice. And so that's what my call is. That's what I'm pleading for. I hope that you guys will join the cause. I don't care what color you are. I don't care how offended you are. And I don't care if you don't agree with me. But it's something that must be said. And it's something that must be done away with. And the kingdom of God suffers violence, and the violence take it by force. So I don't expect you to just do it just because. But we're going to demand that it happens. I'll say that again. We're going to demand that it happens. And so we won't be satisfied until it does. We won't be silent until it does. We won't stop speaking out until justice is served. Hey, this is Elgin Stevens. Until I see you guys again, I hope that you enjoy your Friday. Again, help us get this mission out. I need you to share this with as many people as possible. Don't just like the video. Don't just, put a heart on the video. Share it on your timeline so that we can be aware of this. We as a people, I may not have all the power to get it done, but if we rally together, I promise you change will happen. Till I see you again. Peace.